Lovely. Okay, let's take that wide chance pose so we can get into the hips a bit, really. Okay, this is a really nice sort of passive way of starting to open the hips by getting the weight back onto the heels, big toes touching, knees as wide as you like. And then really try and let go of the head as well. So let go of the head, use the forehead on the mat. You could always use a block or a cushion under the forehead if you needed to like lift up a little bit. So that's an option. Remember, you know, it doesn't have to all be uncomfortable when we're in yoga. Yeah, so use any props that you might like, or you could double the mat over. And then what I'd like you to do is just start your deep breathing, but in this position. Okay, so really focusing on still expanding the belly, yeah, expanding the whole of the lungs as we breathe in and out, but taking that focus a little bit more into the back. Okay, so inhaling, finding that sort of 360-degree back expansion. I can't speak, sorry, tonight. So just get that breath going. And if you can, make sure the exhale is longer than your inhale, okay? And this, I've said this before, but even this simple technique, this simple breathing exercise switches our brain into our parasympathetic nervous system. So it's the opposite of our fight or flight response. It's our rest and recovery mode. So if you can breathe out for longer than your inhalation, we're already tipping in to that zone, okay? How easy is that to get there? So just spending a few more breaths. And try and just let go as well of any tension that you might feel anywhere. Letting go of the hips, shoulders, head. Taking the breath to any sticky bits in the body. And as you exhale, trying to release. Few more breaths. And just noticing what's happening to the mind as we're resting here. Is it starting to just focus on where you are, or is it still running around everywhere? Doesn't matter, whatever's happening is happening. Just noting. And then from here, let's come up onto all fours a moment. Okay, so we're going to start tonight with a little bit of glute work. Okay, so the important thing in this when we do this exercise is to keep our tabletop nice and flat, okay? The tummy button is pulled in and the shoulders are rolling back. We haven't got our tummy sinking down and we're not drawing it up too far in the middle, okay? We've got that nice flat posture. Then what we're going to do is extending our left leg. We want it at hip level, okay? So you might be able to use your screen here to help you. And then here, bending the knee. Okay, so we're finding that right angle. That's our starting position. Then what we're going to do is just pulse the heel up towards the ceiling, which is a bit weird, and you might find you have to have a little look to make sure it's doing what you're supposed to be doing. This is where keeping that tabletop position is really key. We're not bending in the back at all with this, otherwise that would be a back exercise. This is just pulsing that heel up towards the ceiling. All right, so keep going with that. Lovely. It's not a massive movement, but you should be feeling that in your glute already. Keep going, keep going. It will tire probably quite quickly, even though they are big muscles. Okay, but we're not very used to sort of really isolating the glutes in this way. Keep going, keep going. Another 10 seconds. Lovely. Just keeping the belly button pulling in. And 3, 2, and 1. Well done. You can extend that leg out again. Just have a little stretch through the hamstring. And then from here, we're going to take that leg straight out to the side. When I say straight out to the side, I mean as close to straight out as you can. Okay, because it's quite hard. Keeping it at hip height. Okay, so try and keep your weight still on the left arm. Okay, you're going to want to tip over to the right and try and keep lifting the foot. The foot is flexed. Hold it. Really good, guys. Well done. Tummy in still. Back flat. 3, 2, 1. Bring it back again. Stretch that heel away. And then you can return the knee to the mat. Whoa. You can really feel like you need to give your butt a quick massage. Please do, okay? All right, let's get back to that tabletop. So just readjusting to make sure we're perfectly flat. Extending the right leg out nice and straight. Then bending in that right angle. And then go. We're going to do that little pulse again. Okay, so really focus on your tummy. Again, no movement in the back. Yeah, how are we doing? Good. I think everyone's doing it pretty well. Lovely. Heel going up. Good. On that point, just notice you might start getting a little bit tired and then you might think, oh, is my knee moving at all? Is my foot moving? Good. Keep going, keep going. Breathe. Again, just tune into the tummy. The back, make sure we're staying still. Very good. Nearly there. 10 seconds. Breathe. Lovely. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then extending that leg out. Stretch it out. I'm going to turn to face this way for this. Okay. Got that leg extended. We're going to take it out to the side. Okay. So foot is flexed. Yeah, we're sort of leading with that foot, and then I'm going to try and sort of angle my foot slightly out so it's pointing out to the side. Okay, hold it here. Again, you're going to want to tip over this time on your left hand, but try and hold it still. Breathe. And also good idea to try and keep that right hip down as well, so we're not twisting at all. We've got that leg out, we're staying flat in the back. Good, hold it, almost there. Breathe, and 3, 2, 1. Take it back, extend that leg. Really good, guys. Bring the knee to the floor. Then we'll take it into a little bit of cat-cow, which feels quite nice. After that, it's intense, but really good to work around the hips to get that, just to get that movement that we don't normally do around our hips. Strengthening, and by strengthening the glutes, we're really setting our pelvis up for success. And it really is the sort of base of all of our core, our glutes, and then our pelvis and the interaction with our lower abs. So it's all really key. All right, let's come back to a neutral spine here a moment, okay? And then we're going to just bring ourselves into that child pose really briefly to stretch out through the upper body. And then we'll come up onto the feet, walking ourselves all the way forward to the front of the mat, just releasing the head. And then we'll keep a generous bend in the knees as we roll up the spine. Really nice, guys. Okay, let's get into our vinyasa. Hello, Keely. Hello, hello. I was just checking who else is here. Hello, nice to see you. Okay, let's kick off with our vinyasas then, guys. So we're going to come to the front of our mat, push through the four corners of the feet as we lift up, looking up to our thumbs, floating forward, forehead in towards the knees. You keep whatever bend you need to do this. Inhale, extending, exhale, fold. Let's take it back, left leg onto the knee for now. Okay, finding that nice little balance. So again, thinking about the hips, okay, make sure that they're nice and square. We're not squiffy on one side, leaning onto one side or the other, and we've not got one hip in front of the other, okay? Nice and square. All right, holding it here. Lovely. We're going to tuck our toes, okay? We're going to come up just a little bit in our lunge, okay? So it's a very, very low lunge. And then from here, we're going to do some little pulses, okay? So we're going to work these glutes tonight, and we are, okay? Really good. We're going to do 15 of these. Nice and slow, but really small. Very good. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then just stepping straight back into our plank. We're going to hold it here. All right. Very good, guys. Good. Roll the shoulders back, tummy button in, straight legs, engaging those quads, the front of the thighs pulling up the kneecaps slightly. And then get back to focusing on our breath. Really good. Very nice. Neck is long, but keep it relaxed. Okay. Big breaths, big breaths. You can do it. Keep going. Very nice. Couple more. Big inhalations and exhalations. And then we'll do a big inhale and then exhaling all the way to the floor. The knees, of course, can come down first if you like. Taking it into whatever cobra you feel comfortable with. Okay, extending the legs behind you. Big inhale into our chest. Fantastic. And then we're going to exhale. Okay, taking the chest down, bringing us into our first downward dog. Pedaling the feet, doing whatever you need to do. Just check that those elbows, the creases of the elbows, are aiming forwards slightly, okay? Even if it's just a little bit, just finding that rotation, that outward, that external rotation of the upper arms. But be careful, okay? I've seen people injure themselves by trying to do it too much, so just be careful. All right, let the crown and the head fall towards the floor. Maybe take a couple of breaths just in stillness here in our downward dog. Then we're going to take a big step forward with our left foot. Okay, we're going to come into our low lunge again. And again, I'm going to move around so I can just show you on this side. So we're going to take it into a gate pose, okay, from here today. So we'll take our left leg, we're going to take it back out to the side, okay? So we can bring our hands to the hips. The leg is in line with our kneeling right leg, but you can put the toes down at whatever kind of angle works for you. Okay, so we're going to run our left hand down inside our left leg. Okay, so coming into this nice side bend. Work with what you've got. I'm not particularly flexible today in the side of my hip. Okay, I'm feeling it up the side of the body, but just find where you are. We want the body to be in line with that leg as well, as if we were going to lie down. Now, you could stay here, you could take that right arm behind you and aim to reach the top of your left thigh, looking over the shoulder. You could take this right arm up and over, okay? It might help you, it might help to assist you in reaching over a little bit further, but don't come forward or back. Let's have a look. How are you guys doing? Big breaths and trying to look up towards that arm. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, just see how your neck feels. Lovely, Laura. Really nice. Beautiful, Joe, as I can see you in perfect alignment. Side, fantastic. Well done, guys. And then we're just going to come up with a nice inhalation. Coming up at the other side. Let's switch around back in to that low lunge. Okay, sorry, left foot is forward. I've messed up coming out of it. All right, and then taking the hands down, just going to do a big step forward and then coming up into our Tadasana. Let's go straight back down. I don't think we need a rest just yet. Exhale, folding. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Right leg's going to go back again, finding that low lunge, squaring off the hips. might be a nice idea as well to start engaging our pelvic floor at every opportunity. Okay, and then tucking that back toe if it's not already, just coming up a little bit off the mat. Okay, so a very low high lunge here. All right, then we're going to pulse. Okay, so again, just 15. All right, nice square hips, shoulders relaxed. Really nice. Good. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's take the hands down. We're going to step all the way back here, okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to come into some little wide switches, okay? This is where we come, it's like a wide mountain climber, we're going to hold it here, okay? So left knee is forward, hold it. Really good. Pulling in the belly button, make sure the shoulders are over the wrists. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to jump and switch to the other side. You can obviously take the jump out, okay? Really nice. We're holding for about 15 seconds in each position. Lovely, almost there. 3, 2, 1. We're going to go back to our left side, switch. Breathe. Very good. Holding everything nice and flat and still. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last side on the right. Hold it. That knee is hovering. Everyone shaking? I am. Very good. Nearly there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming into high plank and then either knees down or just lowering all the way to floor. Coming into cobra of choice. That's surprisingly tough. Shoulders back, collarbone wide, big breath in, and then exhale, chest to floor, hands either side, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Breathing it out, sighing it out. Do whatever you need to. Really nice. Let go of the crown of the head. And then inhale, big step with our right leg, okay? Again, we're coming into a low lunge, all right? Just to start with here, okay? Take it into that sort of stable position with the hips again. I'm going to swing round. All right, this time we're going to take the right leg out. So again, line it up with your left, toes wherever feels good. And then again, you've got that option to bring the left arm around, okay, and bind, sliding that right hand in front, all the way down that sort of inside of the leg, bind, or taking the arm across, okay, and then ideally finding that drishti, can't say it today, drishti, your gaze up towards the ceiling, up towards your arm, but if that doesn't feel good, straight ahead, or even looking down at the leg or the floor. Most importantly, find the breath. Very good. Often when we're sort of panicking in a pose, if it's painful or it's sort of stretching us, literally we start to breathe more shallow. So get that breath going and everything feels a little better. Really good, guys. Inhaling, calming out of there. We're in our low lunge, hands down, step it forward. Forward fold, really let things release from the back, release the legs, and then inhale, coming all the way up, look up to thumbs, release. Well done, guys, very good. All right, we're going to hit some squats next, okay, so more glute work. Now, if you've got a weight to hand, brilliant, okay, if you don't worry, okay, if you've got a doorstop or anything that you can hold just in front of you, okay, don't need dumbbells, all right, if you have got a dumbbell, maybe pull it in. If you have got only lighter dumbbells, you could hold both of them, yeah, just hold both of them in towards the chest, okay, so all we're going to do are squats, all right, feet about as wide as your mat, okay, start bending at the hips just before you start bending the knees, and then up we go, okay? Let's go, we're going to do 20 of these, all right? So try and bring the legs parallel to the floor. Okay, fantastic. Maybe you might go a little bit deeper, but please don't worry about that. Just try and get them parallel and make sure the knees aren't going over the toes. Okay, fantastic. Good. Keep going. I'm going to come a little bit in, see how you guys do. Lovely. Yeah, good. Really good. Nice. So you've all got your feet nice and wide, and you can go, you know, wider, or you can go more narrow if you can still keep the knees behind the toe line. All right. Very good. Okay. Not sure how we're doing on counts here, but I'm going to keep going a minute. Yeah, I think you're probably all in your sort of teens here. Okay, so last few. Very good. Really nice one. Now I'm going to be a bit mean because on this last one, I'm going to get you to hold this squat. Okay, 15 seconds, that's all we're going to do. Keep pushing down with all four corners of the feet. Relax the shoulders. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Standing up, brilliant. All right. Excellent. Let's get straight into another flow. Okay, inhale, looking up to thumbs. Exhale, folding. Inhale, halfway lift. Excellent. We're going to step back, left leg, high lunge at this time. Okay, fabulous. Holding it here. Okay, so again, square the hips, pull the tummy in, tailbone tuck slightly, so we're not just dumping our weight into the front leg. We're pulling in here, lovely. Squeeze of the pelvic floor, perhaps. Yeah, really good. All right, then from here, we're going to take the hands down, right foot back into our plank. Now we're going to do some jumping squat thrust kind of things, okay? We're going to jump the feet wide into a nice little yogi squat and back, okay? 10 times. If the jumps are not working for you, you can just step it wide, both feet, step it back, okay? It might take a little bit longer to do, okay? Otherwise, 10. So otherwise, sort of, you know, step into your little yogi squat at the front. It's not that fast, but that jump back and forward is quick. Very good. Almost there. Lovely, I've got 2 more to do. And then from our high lunge, sorry, high plank, we're going to lower to the floor. You might be up for a little chaturanga, upward facing dog, okay? Whatever you want to do. Inhale into that collarbone. Exhale, tuck the toes. Find your downward facing dog. Couple of breaths here. Continue to walk out the feet, or whatever you need to do. We're going to step forward with our left foot. We're going to find warrior 1. I'm going to just swivel around for this. Okay, so we're trying to bring our heel to the floor. Yes, we might want to make it a little bit shorter than our normal high lunge. And again, bring the hips around, okay? So this is where we can come onto train tracks with parallel feet, or our back foot is out at sort of 1, 2 o'clock, as long as we can get our hips around. All right, good, lesson over. Inhale here. Exhaling, I'm going to take it into warrior 2, so more feet adjustment this time. Maybe taking that foot parallel, but again, you could keep those toes turned in, okay? This time, it's going to be more like 11 o'clock, okay? Very good. Looking over that middle left finger, opening up the hips. Excellent, guys. Well done. Really pushing the feet down. Beautiful, warriors. Fantastic. And then we're going to bring our body round, okay? Taking our right toes out. We're going to take goddess pose here, okay? So now our toes are angled to the corners of the mat. Okay, we might like to do a little sort of sway from side to side, maybe. Maybe a little dance. Good, breathing here, knees are going back. Excellent. Now, from here, we're going to transition, okay? So we're going to come into a side angle pose. So going back to that left side. So we're kind of just straightening out that right leg at the back. We're going to come into a side angle pose, lightly positioning our elbow onto our front leg, our left leg here, and sweeping that right arm over. Fantastic. Holding it there. Breathe. Well done. And then final transition. Fingers going down outside of our left foot, diagonally to our little toes. We're going to jump up into a little half moon here, guys. Okay, now option, if this isn't enough, okay, maybe bringing the arm up, toes pointing away from your body. You might like to bring your hand to your foot, coming into sugar cane, okay? Push the foot into the hand, hand into the foot. Very good, guys. Just play around with it. Don't worry if you fall out. All good, all good. Brilliant. Very nice. Really good, guys. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Let's release that right foot alongside the left. Forward fold. And then inhale, coming all the way up, looking onto thumbs, releasing just for a moment. Okay, coming back to the front of the mat, grabbing both of our weights. Yeah, that's right, 20 squats, let's do it. Okay, feeling those hamstrings? I sure am. Okay, shoulders relaxed, however you're holding on to your weight. Well done, guys. Really good. Excellent. Doesn't matter what weight you've got, just adding something on is going to help, okay? Really good. Keep looking ahead, keeping collarbone open. Lovely. Knees are staying slightly soft at the top. Very good. Keep going. Almost there. We're doing 20. Nice and slow and steady. And then I've got 3 more to do, okay? You might be around the same ballpark. On the last one, we're going to hold it down here and breathe. It's so mental, this one. Just literally focusing on the breath, telling yourself you can. It's not much longer. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, standing. Get rid of those weights. Okay, let's go straight back down. Inhale, look up to thumbs. Exhale, folding. Stretch those legs out. Forehead towards the knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Enjoy that expansion. Exhale, fold. Right foot coming back. This time, high lunge. Setting ourselves up here. Okay, again, squaring the hips. Tummy in, tailbone under. Good. Maybe engaging that pelvic floor. Fabulous. All right, then we're going to take the hands down. We're going to step back, high plank. We're going to do those squat thrusts into yogi squats, okay? 10 of these. Nice, quick jump back and forward if you're jumping. Well done, guys. Bum is low. Your squat, might look a bit different. Your squat might be where your bum's up higher, okay? And your elbows are on your knees, that's fine. Whatever works for you. Very good. We've got a foot friction on the mat. Nice. Okay, last few. And we'll do the same thing, finishing in a high plank. And then lowering. We've got that opportunity to chaturanga. Well done, guys. All right. Either cobra or upward facing dog, whatever you've finished in. Inhale into chest. Exhale, tucking the toes. Forehead towards, crown the head towards the floor even. Release. Couple of recovery breaths here. Breathing. Lovely. And then big step, right foot. Coming into our high lunge. A moment. Oh, sorry, warrior 1. Walk it in a bit. It's basically a high lunge. Trying to get that foot flat on the floor. You make any adjustments that you need to. Inhaling into chest. Exhale. Let's find our warrior 2. Nice deep bend in that front knee. Well done. Looking across our middle finger. Big breaths. Expanding the belly. Yeah, well done, guys. Very good. Bringing our toes onto that long edge of the mat, but pointing to the corners, finding our goddess pose, opening up those hips, Even more, knees coming back, chest staying open. Lovely. Ooh, really good. Very nice. I kind of look like I'm sitting on my blocks behind me. Really good, guys. Well done. Then transitioning into a side angle. Okay, so straightening that left leg. Okay, maybe bringing the toes further forward on that right foot. Okay, gently resting and not leaning, not putting our weight on that front leg. Looking up if that's okay with your neck. Breathing, really opening up through the side. Feel that huge stretch down here, okay, around the hip flexor. Well done, lovely. And then we're going to transition to that sugar cane or our half moon. Okay, so fingertips diagonally from our little toe on our right foot, lifting up that leg. This might be enough, okay? Just to get the arm up and look up. There's a lot going on, so please don't feel you have to move into this next phase, okay? If you do, find that balance, straighten up that right leg, it's strong, even if it's shaking, pushing the hand into foot, foot into hand. Again, feeling that intense stretch around the hip. Well done, guys, almost there. Bring it to the breath. And then slowly bringing left foot along right. Relax for a sec. And then inhale, coming all the way up. Release. Okay, now you can have a rest, yeah? Now you can have some water. Coming to get mine. Coming to get mine. Oh, man. Oh, good. Okay, feeling warm. All right, we're just going to do one more flow. Okay, we're going to come into a chair to start. I'm just going to check, see if I missed an. Oh, Jessie made it as well. Hello, Jessie. Hello, hello. Hi, darling. Welcome, welcome. Fantastic. Okay, come to the front now. One more little effort, okay? Just one more little effort, and then we're going to be on the floor, even in this vinyasa, okay? So we're going to do some little squat jumps. I know, 10, yeah. I really want your bottoms to be screaming tomorrow. Okay, so we're going to come into our chair, and then from here, we've done this many times before, we're going to jump off those balls of the feet, lifting up nice straight and landing back into our chair. Okay, 10 of these, guys. So again, remember to keep the knees behind the toes. Very good. Just 10. It's not that much. To be honest, the legs are probably still burning. It's not burning. You're barely going to notice it, all right? And last couple. And then landing. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly forward. Head in towards the knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Excellent. Folding and then stepping or jumping straight back into our plank. That wasn't a very big jump. We're going to vinyasa, okay? However you want, either all the way to the floor or chaturanga. Upward facing dog or cobra. And then exhale into our downward facing dog. Okay, we're going to come into plank. We're going to come over onto the left hand into our side plank, whichever variation you wish. Now, just to play around with this today, again with the hips, keep the hips lifted, engaging those glutes. Maybe taking your peace fingers of your right hand and coming into an extension. Yeah, if you can. I can't get my leg very straight today. But hey, just grabbing it. If not, just lift it if you can. Yeah, so just extend up into a start position. Well done. Really good, guys. Then take the foot down, drop the hips, come onto the floor, all right? We're going to do a little bit of core work, okay? Bring it into boat. Lovely. Now, lots of variations here. Could be here, starting point. Maybe lifting the feet. Really lovely. Maybe grabbing your toes with your peace fingers, lifting up into a high boat. Maybe taking the legs super wide here. Yeah, maybe. Just for fun, just see what happens. Nothing serious, okay? Keep extending the legs, keep taking them wide. Make sure you're pulling your shoulders away from your ears and not causing any unnecessary tension. Very good, guys. Find the center again, releasing with some grace as you come down. Fantastic. Now, we're going to bring it over onto the front. Okay, I'm going to go this way, actually. All right, this time, coming from our high plank, let's tip it over onto the right arm, okay? Vashisthasana. Okay, maybe again, playing around with it, potentially grabbing your toes. Maybe just lifting the leg. Oh, I'm so wobbly today. Lifting out, maybe just lifting that leg would do, okay? Anything, just play, play, play. Very good, guys. Again, gently taking the hips to the floor, and then again, maybe playing around with both, or if you want something a little bit more of a burn, okay? I don't know, you might have fun. But that boat isn't anything other than a massive burn. Let's do some in and outs, okay? So option boat, any variation. Otherwise, let's go for our in and outs, okay? Draw the knees in, extend the legs away, in and out. Elbows go down towards the floor, okay? Legs go away. Brilliant. What can we do here? Maybe 20? Let's see. Whatever you can do is all good, okay? When you've had enough, you can lie on your back and you can hug the knees in. Okay, I think I've got another 10 to go, but I might have lost count. Okay, keep going, you can. Yes, you can. Very good. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, my hip keeps clicking really quickly. 2, and last 1. Well done, guys. Come onto your back and give those knees a hug into the chest. Okay, hard work is done. Okay, excellent. I'm just going to check on the time, but we are going to bring it into a straddle, okay, while I do that. So find yourself on the floor. We just want to open up the legs, but make it slightly easier for yourself. If you feel that you're collapsing like this is what I would probably do if I wasn't making myself sit up really tall. My back is kind of going out. I need to pull my belly button forward, and a much easier way for me to do that is to use a cushion, a block, or a blanket. Even if just with the block, with my squishy block, I can just catch the edge of it, okay? But a blanket or a cushion would do, all right? You might find you can sit there absolutely fine. So just take it down a notch, okay? And you'll find that obviously when you sit here in this position, the tension will ease off, okay? If it doesn't, maybe we've gone too far too soon, okay? But hopefully the tension eases off, and then we can take it a little bit further. All right, that's the idea. And just see, I've mentioned this before, but see where you're holding on to tension. There's tension through the stretching, and then there's unnecessary gripping on. Okay, hopefully you'll sort of relate to this. Yeah, opening up the legs and then just letting go. I'm always gripping on right at the top of my thighs, just not necessary. Really good. Let go of the shoulders, the neck. And then maybe there's one more extension in you. That could be more. If you stayed here for long enough, I'm sure there would be. Yeah, really good, guys. Well done. While you're doing that, just make sure you've got time to squeeze in everything else. Beautiful, guys. Lovely. You look nice and relaxed. We are nearly at time. We're nearly time for Shavasana. I'm going to squeeze just a little bit more in a moment. Okay, all right. So hopefully we've relaxed enough there. Yeah, and then we're going to go into a pigeon. All right. So I'm going to give you some options, okay, tonight. So starting by taking the left leg across. Now, if you really didn't fancy pigeon tonight, then you can also come into, it's like you're forming like a letter S, basically, or maybe a 5 with your legs. Okay, so rather than going from here into our pigeon where we're bringing the hip all the way over, we stay on the glutes, okay, and we form this letter with our legs, this S or 5 with our legs. Okay, so that's a possibility where then you can just bring your hands to the mat and just see how you feel here. Otherwise, go into your full posture, okay? Trying to keep that left leg across the mat as much as possible. Obviously, it's going to come down and angle a little bit, and then aiming that right hip down towards the right heel, and no rush here to get in to your pigeon. All right, you might even just choose to stay up here. Yeah, again, we want the hips to be level. All right, we want our hip bones to be level. We don't want one to be up. We want them to be coming down together. Okay, really good. Keeping the collarbone open. Yeah, it's up to you how you do these postures. Sometimes we want to just get down in it and just lie in it, and other times, you know, you can really feel the value of staying up in this posture. You can always use a block, a blanket, or something to bolster the hip of your bent leg, your front bent leg, if that works. That's a nice way of keeping the hips level. Yeah, great stuff, guys. And then, of course, you know, if you feel like it, you can come down. Again, it doesn't have to be all the way down. It can be on the elbows. Most importantly, you're just checking in different parts of the body, what you're feeling. What happens if you take some deep breaths into those spots? Is there any relief? Even if it's just a little bit, even if it's just to send a signal there, just to say, you know, it's okay, relax, it's all right. It's not going to snap or break, hopefully. Joking. Sorry, not a fun joke. Just a few more breaths here. Well done, well done. And then we'll slowly come up, and then we're going to switch legs. Okay, so that right leg, I'm going to go and just swivel on the other side of my mat. So my right leg's already there, across the mat. And again, that option, you could just have that reverse S shape on the side. Okay, it's more like a Z, basically. So again, you can position the hands, don't have to be so square on with this one, but if you then want to come into that full posture, straightening up that back leg, trying to keep that right leg across the mat. Of course, one side is going to be more challenging than the other. Just take your time getting into it. And this really is, I think, one of the best postures that we can do for hip opening. It's not easy, but if we do it regularly, it definitely becomes easier. And it's also really good to help calm our minds down, because you have to, really. Have to go there. Nice big deep breaths. Only coming lower if you feel up for it. Staying here for another maybe 30 seconds to just see what you can let go of, however small that change is. Or just noticing where the tension moves around the body. Maybe it's gone all together. And then again, really slowly coming out of that posture. We'll swing the legs around. And then I just haven't got enough time really to spend in an inversion tonight. But if you want to spend more time in an inversion, then you can. Might just eat into your Shavasana a little bit. If you want to join me in just a bridge, not just a bridge, what am I talking about? A bridge. Fantastic posture, okay? Bringing the heels in towards the bottom, either palms facing up or down. I like them up, as you know, spreading the shoulders on the floor at the back, okay, and then pushing our hips up, okay. Find that nice, you get a really nice extension through the hips here, okay, through your hip flexors. Keep pushing up with the hip bones, not pushing out at the rib cage. Tuck those ribs in, okay, nice and flat. Yeah, all the way up to the knees, okay, and keep that imaginary ball squeezing between the thighs so the knees aren't splaying out to the sides. Relax the shoulders, neck is long, don't look to the side. Okay, keep looking up at the ceiling. Lovely, good connection with the feet on the mat. And it's as if you might have heard other yoga teachers talk about this, but it's quite a good teaching point where you feel like you're dragging your heels towards your bum. Yeah, so you're sort of pulling those heels towards your bum, but you're not, obviously. They're there, they're just on the floor, but that feeling, that's the direction they would be moving if they were. Almost there. The legs, the bum is probably on fire now. The legs are on fire. Probably, I don't mind now. Had enough for today. So we're going to take it down as we exhale, just taking the back slowly down towards the floor. Fantastic. Let's bring the knees in. Let's go into a happy baby. Another lovely hip opener. So taking hold of the outside of the feet while the arms are inside the knees, inside the lower, and the lower leg. Let's leave it at that. Rocking from side to side with the tailbone drawing down to the floor. You can always push the feet into the hands a little bit more to get more of a stretch, more of an opening, but still keep that tailbone drawing down towards the mat. Oh, lovely. Nice feeling. Really good, guys. And then just to finish off before we hit our Shavasana, we're going to bring the knees in and we'll take it into a supine twist, whatever you like here. Okay, both knees together or one leg extended and bringing over one leg at a time, whatever you want, okay? Just be careful as you go into this. You know, we're warmed up, but, you know, just go into it nice and slow. You can always prop up your knees and looking over the other shoulder if that's okay. Find those deep breaths again. Breathing into the back of the body. Lovely. Good, and then we'll take the knees back into center, over to the other side. Remember that this might not always feel good every week, you know, you might need to prop your knees on something. It might feel intense depending on whatever's going on, whatever you've done today. Really nice. Last few big deep breaths, and then we'll bring it back in center. When you're ready, have another little hug in, maybe rocking from side to side, maybe rocking slightly backwards and forwards, any relief that you need to do. All right, guys, and then finding your Shavasana, comfy, warm, put a layer on, put some socks on. It's a little bit chilly still, isn't it? A little bit. And then getting into your comfy spot as soon as possible so you can maximize this relaxation. So we've thought about hips today, about the pelvis. So if you wanted to come into a Supta Baddha Konasana, feet together, knees out to the side, you could. You could support those knees as well for maximum relaxation. Yeah, otherwise, if you're just happy in your Shavasana, great. Okay. Make sure that the pelvis is even and level. I've got one hip bone lifting up more than the other. And this is really the time to relax and release that whole area, including your abs. Feeling the energy, the heat that we've generated today. Okay, this is your center for lots of different things, okay? Expression, creativity, sensuality. Yes, embrace that feeling of openness. I'm just going to leave you to it. Try and dissipate any unnecessary, unhelpful thoughts. Let them just sprinkle away, okay? Or as if they're smoke, or pop them in a box to be dealt with, preferably tomorrow. All right, guys, I'll bring you around shortly.
As always, if you want to stay longer in your Shavasana, then you're very welcome to. Otherwise, starting to make some movement in the body, hands, feet. Maybe taking the hands overhead, stretching all the way through the body to the feet. And then bringing it in, bring the knees in towards the chest, hugging those knees in, showing yourself some love, some appreciation for working hard tonight, using your body, enjoying that sense of freedom that you get from working our hips and our sacral chakra. And then just opening up, taking the knees to one side. Keeping the eyes closed for a little bit longer and then making your way up to sitting if you want to come up. Just noticing for a sec, how's the body feeling? And also, where's the mind compared to where it was when you started? No judgment, no expectations. Let's lift the arms, looking up the thumbs, exhaling. Namaste, everyone. Thank you very much for joining me. And I hope you have a lovely week. I'll see you next week. Remember, if you found things difficult in the class, maybe try and do a few more of those exercises. Okay. All right.
Thank you, Tina.
Thank you so much. Sleep well, guys. Take care.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye, Kitty. Bye, Laura.